Good morning, evening, afternoon, or cat. Welcome to our channel. Today we are playing Dragon Age Origins. Previously, I've killed a bunch of stuff. I killed some spiders, I got abroad, I met Duncan, done quite a few things. And now I'm in the catacombs, dungeony area where I'm fighting sentinels. And that's what I'm currently doing. Fighting sentinels. In the dungeon.
We'll need another way into the phylactery chamber. Let's explore the repository.
Wow, that old wall's about to come down any moment.
As you desire.
Oh. +2 damage, +2 spell power. Why are you covered in blood? We're not even killing living things. I suppose that could be our blood.
There's something odd about that statue.
It's just a statue, leave it be. I don't like it. It's creepy. I wonder who the statue is. Why would this be here? I wonder who the statue is.
Greetings.
Maker's breath, did it just say something?
I am the essence and spirit of Eleni Zenovia, once consort and advisor to Archon Valerius. Prophecy my crime, cursed to stone for foretelling the fall of my lord's house.
Archon Valerius? Archon Valerius?
I'm not sure. The Archons were the lords of the Imperium.
Forever shall you stand on the threshold of my proud fortress, he said, and tell your lies to all who pass. But my lord found death at the hands of his enemies, and his once proud fortress crumbled to dust, as I foretold.
A Deventa statue! Don't listen to it. The Deventa lords dabbled in many forbidden arts. This is a wicked thing.
How did they do this? Is she still alive?
Weep not for me, child. Stone they made me, and stone I am, eternal and unfeeling. And I shall endure till the Maker returns to light their fires again.
Do you need help?
No help can be given me, for this is my doom and my destiny.
Ambiguous rubbish, it could mean anything. I can do it too. The sun grows dark, but lo, here comes the dawn.
Stop talking to it. Please, both of you.
Yes, we have much to do.
Come on, Jowan. Let's go.
I want to talk to it again. Can I talk to it again? No. I wanted to. Lily, you're such a buzzkill. Alright, what was the other thing it wanted me to talk to? Look at.
Lovely.
What do you think this does?
Why does the Circle keep so many Tevinter artifacts in storage?
It's history, Lily. And it's fascinating.
Can't imagine what this does though. I don't think this is going to help us get your phylactery. I think this one's merely decorative. I can't imagine what this does though.
I've seen pictures of things like this. They amplify any spell cast into them. I bet we could use this to break into the phylactery chamber.
It's because it could amplify the rod's power. I doubt we could move it to the door. Are you sure that's a good idea? Yep. I suppose we could use it to amplify the rod's power.
See where the mortar might be decaying behind that bookcase? Let's take a closer look.
Okay, but I have new stuff to equip. Well, not this one. Yeah. It's the same thing. Okay. Want you to have more defense.
Of course.
It should be pretty easy to get this out of the way.
Looks fairly heavy to me. You'll have to help me then. Alright, Jalen, move the bookcase aside.
I can't do it on my own. You have to help me. If we work together, we can shift it. Come on. Now we just need to find a way to get through this wall. Use this with the rod. I'm sure it'll work. Hurry, the clock's ticking. This is the phylactery chamber. It worked.
We must find Jowan's phylactery, quickly.
Let's look around there. Where could it be? It's a pity they take a mine at dinner room.
Would you destroy yours too if it were here?
Of course, I could escape with you. No, it wouldn't be right. There's little point in discussing that. It's not here.
Right.
That was my own fault. How many?
And so I shall.
looking at everyone's hit points.
Of course.
Topaz. Nice crystals. I'm going to close this. Okay, not that way. That is a giant jar of blood. Also, don't you think this is conveniently located?
Of course.
Oh, continue.
That's my phylactery! You found it! I can't believe this tiny vial stands between me and freedom.
No, this is all too weird.
So fragile. So easy just to be rid of it. To end its hold over me.
That's not the thing I handed you.
And I am free.
Let's move on. I expected a larger room and many more phylacteries. That certainly took a while. Nah, this is weird. I expected a larger room and many more phylacteries.
Only apprentice phylacteries are stored in the Circle Tower. This tiny room could not hold the phylacteries of every mage who has passed through the tower doors.
Come on, you two. We're done here and we should leave.
Then let's move on.
I do not want to stay here a moment longer.
It's really weird. It's weird. No, what's happening is weird. They definitely know what's happening. We're gonna get ambushed. For sure. Because there's no way that this wasn't set up. How did you magically know about the password just in time when he was thinking about escaping? You also somehow know the information. No, it is way too clear. And people know way too much around here for us to be getting away with this so easily. I can't remember which way we came. I think this is right.
We did it! I can't believe it!
Why
Thank
are you yelling?
We could never have...
So what you said was true.
This looks bad. I knew this would end badly. I knew this would end badly.
Gregor.
An initiate conspiring with a blood mage. I'm disappointed, Lily. She seems shocked, but fully in control of her own mind. Not a thrall of the blood mage, then. You were right, Irving. The initiate has betrayed us. The Chantry will not let this go unpunished. And this one. Newly a mage and already flouting the rules of the Circle.
I'm disappointed in you. You could have told me what you knew of this plan, and you didn't.
You don't care for the mages. You just bow to the Chantry's every whim.
John's right. You don't care for the apprentices. Does he? I mean, it does feel like you were just going to do something to him. So maybe that he does. I mean, he stepped in to help me, so maybe. But, and he's not really a circle. The first enchanter does what he can to protect us.
Enough! As Knight Commander of the Templars here assembled, I sentence this blood mage to death. And this initiate has scorned the Chantry and her vows. Take her to Aenar.
The mage's prison. No. Please, no. Not there.
No! I won't let you touch her!
By the Maker. Blood magic. How could you? You said you never...
I admit, I dabbled. I thought it would make me a better mage.
Blood magic is evil, Jowan. It corrupts people, changes them.
I'm going to give it up. All magic. I just want to be with you, Lily. Please come with me.
I trusted you. I was ready to sacrifice everything for you. I don't know who you are, Blood Mage. Stay away from me.
Are you all right? Where's Gregor?
I knew it. Blood magic. But to overcome so many, I never thought him capable of such power.
He lied to me. John said he wasn't a blood mage. I can't believe he just did that. I knew he was acting suspicious. Yeah, he told me he wasn't. He was supposed to be my bestie. I think she'd be more mad at this. He lied to me.
None of us expected this. Are you all right, Gregor?
As good as can be expected given the circumstances. If you had let me act sooner, this would not have happened. Now we have a blood mage on the loose and no way to track him down.
Yes, Jowin destroyed his phylactery. I'm sure you'll think of something. Also, he ran off with my equipment. Asshole. Yes, Jowin destroyed his phylactery.
Where is the girl?
I am here, sir.
You helped a blood mage. Look at all he's hurt.
He forced Jowin's hand. Lily didn't know Jowin was a blood mage. She did it for love. You forced Jowin's hand.
Knight Commander, I was wrong. I was accomplice to a blood mage. I will accept whatever punishment you see fit. Even Aenar.
Get her out of my sight. And you. You know why the repository exists. Some artifacts, some magics are locked away for a reason.
Did you take anything important from the repository?
No.
Very well. I believe you.
But your antics have made a mockery of this circle. What are we to do with you?
I really wanted my equipment. Jowin's the one you want to, not me. Do what you like. I stand my decision to help. I stand by my decision to help Jowin. Do what you like. I stand by my decision to help Jowin.
You helped a blood mage escape. All our prevention measures for naught. Because of you.
Knight Commander, if I may, I'm not only looking for mages to join the King's army, I'm also recruiting for the Grey Wardens. Irving spoke highly of this mage, and I would like her to join the Warden ranks.
Duncan, this mage has assisted a Malefica, and shown no lack of regard for the Circle's rules.
She is a danger. To all of us.
It is a rare person who risks all for a friend in need. I stand by my decision. I will recruit this mage.
No! I refuse to let this go unpunished!
Yeah, because, I mean, my character wants freedom, but I think she would also support others in getting their freedom. So, even though she is a bit manipulative and clearly lied to get her stuff, it may suck up to certain people. But, in a backstabby way. But, yeah, for certain people, she would definitely be loyal to. I've always hoped to prove myself as a mage. Gregor is right. I should face the consequences. If the Grey Wardens will have me, I will gladly go. I'm a mage, my place is here. No. If the Grey Wardens will have me, I will gladly go.
Rhaegar, mages are needed. This mage is needed. Worse things plague this world than blood mages. You know that. I take this young mage under my wing and bear all responsibility for her actions.
A blood mage escapes and his accomplice is not only unpunished, but is rewarded by becoming a Grey Warden. Are our rules nothing? Have we lost all authority over our mages? This does not bode well, Irving.
Enough. We have no more say in this matter.
So I'm to be a Grey Warden. Am I to leave the circle forever? What lies in store for me? Am I to leave the circle forever?
The Circle never forgets its apprentices. But the Grey Wardens shall be your family now.
Thank you for everything, First Enchanter. I guess there isn't much left here for me. Perhaps the Grey Wardens will appreciate my talents more. I shall be sad to leave the circle. Perhaps the Grey Wardens will appreciate my talent more.
You will have ample opportunity to hone your skills, I assure you. Come. Your new life awaits.
I feel like I just got a dad.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Can we skip the introductions? It's been a long trip. No friend of yours, human lord. I mean... She hasn't heard the best things about him. But I don't think she would be forthright that she dislikes him. I am Shinnach, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. I understand you hail from the Circle of Magi. I trust you have some spells to help us in the coming battle.
I will do my best, of course. I do not cast spells on command. I'm only recently out of my apprenticeship. I do not cast spells on command.
Of course, your magic is not at my beck and call, but I am glad to have it in the battle. We have too few mages here. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
You're too kind, Your Majesty. We'll see about that. Your welcome means nothing to me, human lord. You're too kind, your majesty.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going so well. It sounds like the blight is almost over. You sound very confident of that. You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the darkspawn here.
I feel like my character already sees Duncan as her dad. Because he saved her life, so she kind of owes him her life. And he's also been very kind to her. And she's already been told to accept them as her family. So, yeah. Seems like all my RPG characters have daddy issues. So Duncan is dad now. Yeah, you don't sound very reassured. He didn't seem to take the darkspawn very seriously. Perhaps this isn't really a blight after all.
Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
And maybe we should move quickly. What would you have him do? Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly. You could, if he were not such a fool. Do you think there's any danger? You could if he were not such a fool.
You must not speak of the king so. He is over-eager, perhaps, but he is also one of the few Grey Warden allies. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you need me to do? What do you mean? What ritual? A hot meal might be nice first. I don't think she would question him. She would just... What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Oh no!
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Wasn't
Then
it
I'll have the
darker
mighty
before?
Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I introduced myself.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. I understand you hail from the Circle of Magi. I trust you have some spells to help us in the coming battle.
Yeah, I don't jump
Of
on
course, your
command.
magic is not at my beck and call.
You're not Duncan.
But I am glad to have it in the battle. We have too few mages here. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
You're too kind, Your Majesty.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the darkspawn here.
Not taking it
True.
very seriously.
Despite the victories so far, the darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
I'll ask him, what would you have him do instead?
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All
Don't
I
crash,
ask
don't
is that you
crash.
do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Whoa. Look at that. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. Like, I know it's an older game, right? Like, but think about how awesome this was back then. Wow. That's very, very cool. Also, yeah. So my character has a new dad, Duncan, and she'll do anything for him. She is his right-hand man now. He gave her what she wanted, freedom. Kinda. And look, I got the staff that I stole. 2 silver, 6 copper. That's not a lot. Wait, can I change my staff projectile? I don't think I can. Alright, well, let's look at giant spider. Giant spiders tend to appear in old ruins and other places where the veil has become thin because of magical disturbances or great number of deaths. In such places, spirits and demons pass into the world of the living and attempt to take control over living beings, spiders among them. Not all scholars accept this explanation for the presence of these beasts. However, some claim that the thinning veil allows magic to leak from the Fade, tainting such creatures as these spiders, transform to large and more potent creatures that they ever would become naturally. While such spiders are known to possess powerful poisons and the ability to fling their webs at opponents in combat, studies of them have been few and the full range of their abilities is unknown. Okay. Cool. Archdemon. In the darkness eternal, they searched for those who had goaded them on until last they found their prize, their god, their betrayer, the sleeping dragon Dumat. Wait, did I read this? I don't know. I just read this part. Dumat, their taint twisted even the false god, and the whisperer awoke at last in pain and horror and led them to wreak havoc upon all the nations of the world. The first blight. The false dragon gods of Tevinter Imperium lie buried deep within the earth, where they have been imprisoned since the Maker cast them down. No one knows what it is that drives the darkspawn in their relentless search for the sleeping old gods. Perhaps it is instinct, as moths will fly into a torch flames. Perhaps there is some remnants of desire for vengeance upon the ones who goaded the magisters to assault heaven. Whatever the reason, when darkspawn find one of these ancient dragons, it is immediately afflicted by the taint. It awakens, twisted and corrupted, and leads the darkspawn in full-scale invasion of the land of blight. Deep Stalker. A fool trusts his eyes. A wise man fears every rock is a deep stalker. Dwarven saying. Possibly the strangest of all the creatures found in the deep roads is the deep stalker. Tesbudum, as the dwarves call them. Hunt in packs, generally by burrowing underground and then striking whoever they prey is in their midst. Stalkers come in several types. Bitters have venom glands and can spit secretions that slow or injure their prey. Jumpers hurl themselves at their targets, knocking them down and making the kill easier. The most common variety scares its prey, leaving the unfortunate victim helpless against the rest of the pack. The Tranquil. Although apprentices do not know the nature of the harrowing, all of them understand its consequences. They either pass and become full mages, or they are never seen again. Those who fear to undertake this rite passage for those who are deemed too weak or unstable are given the rite of tranquility instead. The actual procedure, like the harrowing, is secret, but the results are just as well known. The rite severs connection to the Fade. The tranquil, therefore, do not dream. This removes the greatest danger that threatens a weak or unprepared mage, the potential to attract demons across the veil. But this is the least of the tranquility's effects, for the absence of dreams brings with it the end of all magical ability as well as all emotion. The tranquil, ironically, resembles sleepwalkers, never entirely awake nor asleep. They are still part of our circle, however, and some might say they are the most critical part. They have incredible powers of concentration, for it is simply impossible to distract a tranquil mage, and this makes them capable of becoming craftsmen of such skill that they rival even the adeptness of the dwarves. Vamari, the branch of the circle devoted to item enchantment, is made up exclusively of tranquil and is source of all wealth that sustains our towers. From the tranquility and the role of the Fade in human society by first enchanter Josephus. See, Josephus knows all this stuff. Culture and history. Didn't I tell you to go up? Oh, okay, I didn't. Kakari Wilds. It is said that in the midst of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers that kept every farmholder indoors and hound on every doorstep, a powerful Arl of the Alamari people stood and declared that he would put an end to the threat. His Arling stood on the border of the Dark Forest, on the southern border of the Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest to launch their midnight assaults on humanity. For 20 years, this Arl led an army of warriors and hounds deep into the forest. In his hunt for the werewolves, he slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the Chasten's wilder folk. Any one of them, he said, could harbor a demon inside and thus be a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years, the forest rang with screams and the rivers ran red. The tales say that old chastened woman found her sons all dead at the Arl's blades. She pulled one of those very blades from one of the son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the Arl's name as she did so. Where her blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise. It spread and spread until it was everywhere in the forest. The Arl's army became lost, and it is said that they died there. Others say they wandered still. The ruins of Arling stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women waiting eternally for their husbands to return. The forest of the legend is, of course, the Kakari Wilds. There's many legends about the great southern forest as there are shadows, or so the saying goes. The Wilder folk have made their home there since mankind first came to these lands, and the wildlands spread as far into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mist, vast tracts of snow, white-capped mountains, and entire fields of ice. It is land too cold for mankind to survive, yet the chastened eke out horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folk could not begin to comprehend. They're probably all magical witches and wizards and mages and whatnot. To most, Ferelden simply ends with the Kakari Wilds. There is nothing beyond the wilds. It's a land of great trees, wet marshes, and dangerous monsters. What more need to be said? In the land of the Wilders, Mother Aelis, Chantry Scholar, 918 Dragon. King Kalian Theron. I'd hope for war, like in the tales, a king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. Son of the legendary King Merrick the Theron, Kalian was the first Ferelden king born into a land free from foreign rule in 2 generations. Since his father's death, he's held the throne alongside his queen Honora. Loghain Mactyr. It takes more than legends to win a battle. Loghain was born a farmer during a time when his country was under foreign occupation. When he was still a boy, he joined the resistance, where his considerable tactical genius quickly became apparent. He became close friends with the Prince Merrick, the last true heir to the Ferelden throne, and together they led the rebels to drive out the forces of the Orlesian Empire. Merrick raised his friend to the nobility, and Loghain is now more of a symbol than a man. He represents the Ferelden ideal of hard work and independence. Okay. Yeah, but what's this way?
The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now.
I should go. What is the Tower of Ishal? Why is the tower off limits exactly? What is the Tower of Ishal?
I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest.
Oh. Why is the tower off limits exactly?
By orders of Tairn Loghain. The tower is being secured by his men to be used during battle. I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out.
No chambers?
I didn't see anything like that when I was there, but who knows?
This is a pretty large room.
Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven make. That's probably why it's still standing.
I should go.
Make her speed your steps.
Don't make her anything. I respect your rights to feel that way. But But it honestly kind of feels like your maker's condemning me because I'm magical. What? Oh, you're a soldier. I thought you were a skull for a second. Hello.
Today, 2 units of men arrived every hour, and they expect to double that tomorrow. Still, the Terran worries that may not be enough.
What else do you have to say?
Today, 2 units of men arrived every hour, and they expect to double that tomorrow. Still, the Terran worries that may not be enough.
Yeah, I know I walked away while you were talking. That was very rude, but... Okay, I believe I have fixed it again. This bridge. So far I'm walking. And
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden
up the
recruit
hill.
that Duncan brought.
yes, I am his daughter. I am his new daughter. Hello?
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Yes. Where's Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Tell me about Astakar.
Used to be a
Astakar.
fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Is there anywhere to go to get supplies?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
Where's the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguard. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
I imagine I'm not going to remember any of this information that I'm given. This Circle of the Magi is here?
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
I want to ask you something else.
Go on, then.
I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you, then.
I'm saving. Oh, I got stuff on my codex. I also have to click on the stuff that I had in my codex before. Wait, whoa. What was the new codex? The ANR. I did not read that before. When the Imperium occupied the area that is present-day Ferelden, they had 2 sites dedicated to magical experiments. At the extreme ends of the Imperial Highway, the southern one was in the fortress of Ostagar, which looked out over the Kakari Wilds. The northern one was Aonar, although exact location is now a secret known only to a handful of Templars. Whatever it was the Tevinter were trying to discover at Aonar, their work was never completed. The fortress was overrun by disciples of Andraste upon hearing the news of her death. According to legend, it was massacre, eerily silence, for the invaders caught the mages while all but one of them were in the Fade. The site was left structurally sound but spiritually damaged. Possibly because of this, the Chantry chose to put it to use as a prison. Accused Maleficarum and apostates are held in the confines of Aonar. Those who have powerful connections to the Fade, and particularly to demons, the demons will inevitably attract something across the veil, making the guilty somewhat easier to tell from the innocent. From A Fire, Circles, and Templars, A History of the Magic in the Chantry by Sister Perichinia, Chantry Scholar. The Chant of the Light, the Blight, that's the Blight. That's pretty messed up. But they're like, yeah, they're guilty. It's kind of like, she's a witch if she thinks she's innocent, is it not? Are all these things on my map? Quartermaster, Infirmary, Kennelmaster. Oh, I should go there. There is a big thing that says go there. Alright.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the Maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall.
Well met.
Hail, Grey Warden.
How do you do?
Quiet. I'm trying to listen.
If you'll excuse me, we are praying.
How do you do?
Aren't we receiving a large number of reinforcements from the Grey Wardens in Orlais soon? Shh! I'm trying to listen. Well met.
I do not have time to speak at present, thank you.
Okay. Not bad. Who are you?
What do we have here? I heard the new Grey Warden recruit was from the Circle. I don't believe we've met, but I've certainly heard a lot about your talent. My name is Wynne, and I congratulate you on your harrowing, marvelous work. The Fade is a dangerous place.
I found it terrifying, to be honest. Yes, I know all about that. It wasn't that difficult.
Oh ho, you know all there is to know already, do you? Irving said as much about you. Remarkable self-confidence. So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the King. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship.
King Killian thinks the battle will go well. I'm confident in my skills. I hope I don't disappoint anyone. King Killian thinks the battle will go well.
The King must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You faced darkspawn before. Do you know much about darkspawn? I should go. Do you know much about darkspawn?
Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example?
What does the Fade have to do with anything? I don't remember encountering darkspawn in the Fade.
They do not live there, nor would any sane mage trespass as deeply into that realm as the Black City, which lies at its heart. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
The Chantry says many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Do you have any proper advice? I'll just kill every darkspawn I see. At least it's something to ponder. At least it's something to ponder.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
New codex drop. Whoa, you're lengthy. Wynne, I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. Wynne's talents became apparent early on, particularly her skill at healing magic. She was well liked by her mentors and was recognized as an exceptionally gifted student. Even the Templar who watched her could not deny that she represented the best the Circle had to offer. She was an intelligent young woman who possessed quiet confidence and maturity beyond her years. She spent many years memorizing apprentices within this. She spent many years mentoring apprentices within the Circle, and her peers thought so highly of her that she was asked to be first enchanter, Irving's successor. But she refused, saying that she had no desire to work in the upper echelons. Word reached the tower of King Kalin. Called to arms, Wynne volunteered to go to Alstakar. I don't know why I can't say Kalin. It's like I see that name and my brain's like, no, that's not what that is. I'm gonna save so much.
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't be distracted.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem? Why would I help you? I don't know anything about dogs. What's the problem?
This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
I'll give it a shot. Why do you think I could muzzle him? Just how smart is this dog? It's for a dog. I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
The dog looks at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal's very ill. Oh. What? Who would choose that option? Who would choose kill the dog? What same person would choose kill the dog? Don't kill the dog. There's a doctor right there. Put the muzzle on the dog.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
That might be why. I don't know. I might be why.
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red centre.
Where in the wilds would I find this flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your sons and daughters. We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness. Do not abandon us in our darkest hour. Watch over the valiant King Peter and guide him as he faces this terrible evil. Watch over Terran Logain and give him the wisdom to bring us victory against the scourge of shadow. Watch over Pharrell, the homeland of Holy Andraste.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I have questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
Let me see. Oh, I've accidentally found the Grey Warden tent.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk, we stand here on the eve of battle. Let us consider the evil before us. In their pride, the mages of the ancient Tevinter Imperium sought to open a portal into the heavenly golden city itself. They tainted it with their sin, and they were cast back.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now.
Do you know where the king is?
I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did.
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Terran Logain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
I have my doubts. We'll see in the coming battle. We'll see in the coming battle.
That's how the Terran feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Terran called him reckless. and they fought about the Queen.
The Queen?
She's the Terran's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the King did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
I should go.
As you wish.
Something that the king did that he's not happy about. So that's the king's tent. Duncan's fire. Dark kennels. Alright, go straight. I guess. Oh. I was trying to talk to that person, not open up that.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Did you have to refer to him as elf?
If you have business with the Ash Warriors, I suggest you speak to our commander.
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want?
I just want to talk, that's all. I happen to be Grey Warden human? Not some servant. Do you have a problem with elves?
Not in particular, except for them being so thin-boned. You make good messengers sometimes. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What is an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lethias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Can I hear this old tale?
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Lethias was a claimed tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Lethias to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Lethias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
And they peace and blood and live happily ever after. They descend from the clan. What happened to him?
Lethias' prowess earned him the love of Morriganna, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Lethias was grieved. He sent Morriganna away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Lethias slew Morriganna in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day and gave Lethias an honoured burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings even today.
An interesting legend. Thank you for telling me. What happened to his wife, Skya? You could have just said he was the first Ash Warrior. What happened to his wife, Skya?
It is said that before the final battle, she returned to Lethias and gave him a shirt of dwarven chain, along with a final night of passion. Then she was gone forever. If she lived on in Orzammar, only the dwarven folk could say for certain.
So he betrayed his wife and killed his lover.
He was a great man with great passions. Perhaps you'll hear a more inspiring version in a tavern someday.
So what does an Ash Warrior do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Is a dog that good in combat?
A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted with caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the darkspawn hordes?
I hope you're joking. If the Horde was right, why not? I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
What are you preparing for?
Scout the wilds and watch the progression of the darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survive the blood? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Wouldn't it be smarter to leave your dogs behind?
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
I should be going.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Can I be one of you guys? I mean, you guys don't fight with doggies. Who are you?
If you have business with the Ash Warriors, I suggest you speak to our commander.
We are preparing for battle. This is a solemn time for us.
Our time before battle is spent painting our hounds with caddis, in preparation.
Who is best boy? Okay. Woo. This is the infirmary. Not the infirmary. This is the... Yeah, I'm not ready to talk to you yet. I have things to do. You're much closer than I thought you were. I wanted to go to the quartermaster.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow.
Yeah. Shall take quite clear now. Who are you? Davis.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
And who are you?
The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will see. So what? That wouldn't frighten me. The wilds? The wilds?
We're right on the northern edge of the Kakari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
I doubt they'll send us in pointless danger. Why would they send us into the forest? Why are the wilds frightening? Why are the wilds frightening? So frightening.
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I wouldn't be here if I did. I'm looking forward to it. I'll watch your back if you watch mine. They're forcing you to be here?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Okay. Quartermaster. You're
You
a
there,
store,
elf.
right?
Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Excuse me? Are you mistaking me for a servant? Because I'm here to become a reward? How dare you address me as a human? Are you mistaking me for a servant?
What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought... Please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Racist. You are forgiven, human, for now. Perhaps you should treat your servants more kindly. Don't worry about it. You are forgiven, human, for now.
Thank you. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
Yes. What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Let me see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
Yeah, let's do it this way. Let's really backpack. 57 silver. I don't have nearly that. The problem is I don't know how rare things are. 2 spell power. +1 magic. I will sell this. How do I sell stuff? Buy back. Do I just... Just one. $35. Oh, stop. I don't know how many more mages are going to be appearing, so I don't want to like sell all of my equipment. 49. This would be enough. Cool. All right. Backpack. Yep. About right. And now my capacity is 80. Did you have anything cool? Mace, short bow. Gloves. I don't have the money for it. Boots. Okay. I mostly wanted to just see what you had, and now I have a backpack, so that's worth it. Hello?
Well met. Those are kennels. A poor doggy. Is it up here?
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
I guess I will, thank you.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Cool.
The Orlesian Grey Wardens would be a great support in the coming battle.
Ferelden can defeat these things on its own. We need no Orlesian charity.
I guess I've been blessed. Don't know how I feel about that, but I have been. Oh, she is in the infirmary? Okay. Alright, I guess I'll go talk to Alistair now. Cool.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
It wasn't in your way.
You know, one good thing about the blight is how it brings people together.
Sorry, what? You are a very strange man. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
Look at me, wait, the giant stick on my back? No, it's a very weird, fancy sword. We haven't met. You must be Alistair.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Also, I am not Duncan's new recruit. I am his adopted daughter. That is what happened. That is what we are saying. That is what is in our head. Let's get on with it then. Pleased to meet you. My name is Shinnok. I can't prepare on my own. What can you tell me about this joining?
Honestly, nothing. Try not to worry about it. It will just distract you. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
You want more women in the Wardens, do you? Probably because they're too smart for you. I can handle myself better than most. How about you stop thinking me as one? Probably because they're too smart for you.
True, but if you're here, what does that make you?
Oh, touche. Eager to get going. Incredibly unlucky. Just one of the boys. So not interested. Incredibly unlucky.
Ouch. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument I saw what was about. You don't have to accompany me, do you? What about the other recruits? I look forward to traveling with you. That argument I saw, what was it about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You were a mage hunter?
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
I've met Davith.
Right, that cut-purse Duncan conscripted. I'm not sure what Duncan sees in him, to be honest. Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see the other one, or I can track him down later.
I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Party members and tactics. When you're not controlling them, party members act according to tactics you set. Select Alistair by left-clicking on him or his portrait. By clicking on the highlighted icon or pressing backslash. The highlighted icon. Oh, up here. You can use the conditional tactic slots to design custom behavior for each character, or simply select preset tactics. Change Alistair's preset to Defender. I am personally not going to fuck with tactics too much. I figure if the game wants me to do this for a reason, and the game knows how to set itself. So, yes.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to my party, I guess. So,
Yes?
Tell me a little about yourself.
As I said, I was trained as a Templar before Duncan recruited me about 6 months ago. The Chantry raised me, and becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago. Duncan saw I wasn't happy, and figured my training against mages could double for fighting darkspawn. Now, here I stand, a proud Grey Warden. The Grand Cleric wouldn't have let me go if Duncan never forced the issue. I'll always be grateful to him.
You speak fondly of Duncan. You don't really have... Oh, okay. You didn't want to join the Chantry?
It just wasn't for me. I believe in the Maker well enough, but I never wanted to devote my life to the Chantry.
You speak fondly of Duncan.
I spent years in that Chantry, hopelessly resigned to my fate. Duncan was the first person who cared what I wanted. He risked a lot of trouble with the Grand Cleric to help me.
Maybe Duncan thought you'd be useful.
Or maybe he just happens to be a good man.
I have a few questions
What
for
about?
you. The Grey Wardens.
So I imagine. What would you like to know?
What makes you all so special?
The Grey Wardens are warriors without equal. Darkspawn threatened to destroy the world 4 times over. Each time, the Grey Wardens led mankind to victory. Nobody knows more about Darkspawn, and nobody's better equipped to deal with them. You'll see. Trust me.
So they're knights? Heroes?
I don't know if I'd go that far. Duncan says the Grey Wardens do whatever is necessary to protect mankind from darkspawn. That means some pretty extreme things. Whatever it takes to bring victory.
I'm not sure I know anything about the Grey Wardens.
Well, let's see. Surely you've heard of Weishaupt Fortress? The great eyrie carved into the White Cliffs far off in the Anderfels? That's where the Grey Wardens once kept their griffins. The griffins died out, however, and our numbers have dwindled since the last blight. There's only a handful left in Ferelden. A few more in other nations.
Where are the Grey Wardens now?
The others are camped with the King's soldiers in the valley. The King's given us a position of honor at the vanguard, despite our small numbers. I think Cailan is actually excited to ride into battle with us. Maybe he thinks that's what his father would have done.
So the Grey Wardens have the right to recruit anyone?
King Marek, Cailan's father, reaffirmed the power the Grey Wardens were given during the Blights. In practice, we can't conscript too often without hurting our cause. We were exiled from Ferelden once. Best not to let that happen again.
That's all I want to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
Where was... this blight Duncan mentioned.
Of course.
So is the blight where darkspawn come from? So, what is a blight? Where did darkspawn come from?
You want the Chantry's version or the truth?
They aren't the same thing? What's the Chantry's version? Give me the truth. Give me the truth then.
The truth is we don't really know. They come up from the ground. And that's as far as we've gotten.
So what you talked about was the first blight?
Yes, and it nearly wiped us out. When defeated, the Darkspawn flee back underground and seek out another old god to taint, thus bringing another blight.
Why not kill the Darkspawn when they're underground? What is the Archdemon exactly? So where's the Archdemon for this blight?
We haven't seen it yet. People are beginning to think this is just an unusually large Darkspawn raid without an Archdemon to unify them. But seriously, the Archdemon could be in the wilds or underground. It could be hiding. Just because it hasn't shown itself doesn't mean it isn't out there.
Why not kill the Darkspawn when they're underground?
They've controlled the deep roads ever since they defeated the Dwarven kingdoms. Even if we invaded, we can only chase them so far.
What is an Archdemon exactly?
The old gods were dragons, so the stories say. Big ones. Intelligent, even. The Tevinter Empire had big statues of them. Each dragon had a name and a place in the cosmos. It's all very intricate. The Archdemons may not be the old gods, but they're definitely dragons.
Why are some people so skeptical?
The Grey Wardens killed so many Darkspawn by the end of the last Blight. People decided they were gone for good.
I have other questions about
Of course.
the blight. How do Grey Wardens defeat the blight?
We chop off the snake's head. It's the only way. According to texts, the most famous Grey Warden leader, Garahel, killed the Archdemon Underarl in personal combat at the Battle of Aesley to end the last Blight. Without the Archdemon to command them, the Darkspawn flee back underground.
How did anyone even know about this blight?
The Grey Wardens keep watch. We feel the Darkspawn when they come. You'll understand after the joining, if you... well, you'll understand.
If I what?
Not to mention people start to notice when darkspawn pour out of the wilds and taint everything around them. Just a guess.
Were you about to say if I survive? I like how my character is just breezing past that one. He clearly was also if you're it's not if you're a silly goose. Just how many darkspawn are there?
Thousands. Tens of thousands. They've had centuries to build up their numbers.
That's all I wanted to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
Tell me about Duncan.
Duncan is the leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden. Which he would say doesn't mean much, as there aren't many of us here. Yet. Beyond that, he's a good man. A good judge of character. I owe him a lot. What about you? What do you think of him?
He seems like a kind man, if firm. I can't say care for him much. I owe him as well. He saved me.
That sounds familiar. He's done the best he can with what little he has. And that includes me, I guess. You want to ask me about something else?
The joining ritual.
I wish I could tell you more. Maybe ask me again after Duncan speaks to you about it. You want to ask me about something else?
This upcoming battle.
The one tomorrow. I'll tell you. It's Teyrn Loghain we should be looking to win it, not the king. Kaelin just wants his place in history. The Teyrn is planning the strategy. That's my opinion, anyway. I guess I should be thankful the king favors us Grey Wardens. But I know who's keeping the lid on the pot.
How much will I be participating? What is happening here? Why is it happening here of all places? What are the chances of success have? What if we fail? Why is it happening here of all places?
We're at the edge of the Korcari Wilds, the eye of the blight storm, right where the Horde will be coming. Ostagar itself is an excellent defensive position. The Wilders were pushed back from here time and again in ancient days.
What are the chances of success?
I'm sure Teyrn Loghain has the battle planned to the last detail. Still, no blight has ever been defeated with so little cost.
What if we fail?
If we don't break the Horde here, Duncan says it will spread until it engulfs all of Ferelden. Then it will take an alliance of nations to fight it. Which would be bad. Neither the king nor the Teyrn really seems to believe this is a real blight, however.
How much will I be participating?
You know, that's a good question. The other Grey Wardens are riding into battle with the king. I don't know if you'll be with them.
That's all I want to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
I have no more questions.
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
That was informative. Thank you. Now I'm gonna go here so I can look at things. Books and songs. Legend of Luthien Dwarfson. At the early age, Luthien was smaller than most children of the Alamari. At the age of 12, Luthien saved Trutha, the son of the tribal chief, from his own dog. The dog had gone rabid, and when it attacked Truthia, Luthien slew it with his bare hands. Truthia's father, Mabine, was impressed with Luthien's strength and bravery, and so took him in as his own son. When Luthien grew to manhood, he became known for his charisma and bravery. While shorter than his fellow warriors, Luthien was stronger and stouter than any warrior the tribe. When Luthien was still a young man, Maven sent him to the dwarven city of Ozamar to negotiate an alliance. Maven's tribe had come into conflict with other Alamari, and he needed as much help as he could get. Luthien was unable to convince the Dwarf King to aid his tribe, but fell in love with the king's daughter, Skaya. Luthien and Skaya fled the Dwarven realm and returned to his tribe. Skaya taught Luthien the art of fighting without pain, the berserker state known as the battle wrath. And with it, Luthien became a renowned warrior. Luthien led his tribe to many victories until eventually he replaced his foster father as chief of his tribe. This peace would not last. During a feast between the tribal leader of the Alamari and the Avar, the beautiful and powerful Avar chief Morrigan became enamored with Luthien and seduced him. Skaya learned of the tryst and fled the village to return to Orzammar. When Luthien rebuffed Morrigan his offer of marriage, she left in great anger, and from that moment on, there was war between the two tribes. For 15 years, the Alamari and the Avar fought. During the Battle of Red Falls, a powerful young warrior from Morganon's tribe challenged Luthien to a battle. Luthien was injured grievously, but slew the boy. Morganon revealed that the boy was Luthien's son, conceived 15 years ago during their tryst. She cursed Luthien as he murdered his own kin. The Battle of Red Falls turned against Luthien. Morganon defeated Luthien in the battle after battle until the Alamari were driven to the foothills of the Frostback Mountains. There, Luthien made a last stand in the night before Luthien's final battle. Skaya came to him and offered him a dwarven suit of chain in exchange for the night together. Luthien agreed and wore the armor the following morning in battle. The battle was fierce and personal combat was fierce, bloody, and Luthien met Morganon in a personal combat. In the end, Luthien slew the warrior woman, but not before receiving a mortal wound to his heart. The chain explicitly unable to block her final blow. Luthien died, and after the battle was done, a party of Dwarven warriors came down from a mountain and took the body of Luthien back to Orzammar. From the legend of Luthien Dorson, author unrecorded, circa 350 ancient. Wow. What a dick. Don't blame the woman. You're the one who fucked up. Alistair. Now, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together. Alistair was a novice Templar when Duncan recruited him into the Grey Wardens, or recruited him as Alice, or rescued him, as Alistair would say. Mabari Warhound. Dogs are an essential part of Ferelden culture, and no dog is more prized than the Mabari. Their breed is as old as myths, said to have been bred from the wolves who served Dane. Prized for their intelligence and loyalty, these dogs are more than mere weapons or status symbols. The hounds choose their masters and pair with them for life. To be the master of a Mabari anywhere in Ferelden is to be recognized instantly as a person of worth. The Mabari are an essential part of Ferelden military strategy. Trained hounds can easily pull knights from horseback or break lines of pikemen, and the sight and sound of a wave of war dogs howling and snarling has been known to cause panic amongst even the most hardened infantry soldiers. I had to say the doggy. Alright. We've read all the things. Going to save the game. We are going to go do the thing. What are we doing? We're going back to the... Alright. Let's see what's on this side.
Tell me if you need anything, friend, and I'll try to get it.
Oh, no problem. Are you nice to me because I'm an elf? Question, how do you know I'm an elf? You can't see my ears. Why is the music so spooky? I also need to, like, close this. I did not read that.
Lovely.
Okay. Cool.
I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch. I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch.
Alright.
Well, in for a silver, in for a crown, as my dear mum always used to say.
Alright, Duncan.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How'd you do?
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
Can we get on with this? I'm Schnock. Pleased to meet you. That's me, the new girl. That's me and the new girl.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do we need darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Surely you could have acquired some blood for now. Finally, some action. And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these? But they're no longer there. What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
I wonder if they're no longer there.
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Is this part of our joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Cool. So I have questy quests. Also, so many people in my party. Look at this. No new stuff. First of all, I want to look for the hound stuff. And then I will do the other stuff. Yes. Alright, so we will end it here. We will continue into the wilds in the next episode with all of our almost Grey Warden friends. Until then, see you next time.